and today we are going to be talking all about time-saving hacks. And it is so relevant, you guys, that today I actually had an experience that I can share with you that gives you an example of not letting people steal your time. So essentially, I had just had a no-show for a live show, and it was a 10-minute paid live show that was booked over a week ahead of time. And I just had no show and no communication at the time of the show. Since the show was booked for 10 minutes, I did wait 10 to 15 minutes to see if this person was going to show up, and this person did not show up. So I decided that since the 10 to 15 minutes was spent, that would have been spent for the show. The show has just been paid, but there was no show. So show or no show, the paid time has been spent. And I think that's a really important message, and something that I wasn't initially going to include in this video is not allowing other people to steal your time. And whether it be a customer or a friend or whoever it is, you should definitely not be letting these people steal your time, because time is one of those things in life that you can't get back. So a very unexpectedly related story and situation that has happened today with me in terms of relations to time. I will say that on that note, I would put a policy in your store item that is a live show or whatever, what have you, that has something like non-refundable, and if you're 10 to 15 minutes late, then it's just you're not making it for your show. And if you are a little bit more lenient, you can offer something like a 24 hours in advance minimum reschedule policy. I think these disclaimers are important, but I don't necessarily think that they're completely necessary, especially if you are doing, say, a 10-minute show and the person was at least 10 minutes late. Then that entire period that show was scheduled for, that time is already gone. So I hope that story and my little situation today did definitely kind of help you learn something, and I think it also taught me a little bit of respecting my own time and not wanting to allow other people steal it for free. There are going to be a lot of very juicy time-saving hacks in this video, so definitely stay tuned for all of the secrets that I am about to reveal to you, because these are going to change your life and your workflow if you aren't using these already. Time-saving hack number 1 is automation, and I have talked a lot about automation in previous videos. Basically, automation is doing something once that can be used repetitively to make a process more efficient and faster, and it will save you so much time. Some examples of automation that I personally use literally every single day include copy and pasted messages in a notepad. I actually have several notepads, but with my copy and paste information, I would say I have one on my laptop and I have one on my phone. The one on my phone, because I do a lot of my messaging on my phone and also my social medias on my phone. I have a lot of my copy and pasted messages specifically for these platforms and these activities and these tasks on my phone's notepad. And these include, like, if this person on Twitter or Instagram sends me a message like, "Hey baby, what's up?" and they're clearly sending me, unsolicited pictures and things like that, then I know that they're interested in chatting with me in terms of NSFW, and therefore I'm going to send them a copy and pasted message where they can actually go ahead and purchase messaging time with me, because that is not something I offer for free. Other examples of copy and pasted information that I have on these notepads include offering custom videos and custom photos and that kind of thing, these services. If someone comes to me asking for a custom video, which does happen on, say, Twitter, Instagram, or any platform, I have a copy and pasted message that I can send to them that basically has all of the information that they need to know. Now, in this copy and paste message that I do have for my custom videos, my custom photos, my custom content, I do have a link to my Dropbox that is a PDF doc that I've personally created that lists out my services, my rates, my payment information. All of the information that you would need to be able to place your order is in that document. So basically, the biggest reason why I created this PDF doc to begin with was because I was getting sick and tired of answering the exact same questions over and over and over with various customers regarding my custom video services. Things like, what's your PO box? I can send you an item. What's your dress size? What is your shoe size? How much does your custom video cost? What payment methods do you accept? What to use to film with? What is your standard delivery? Is there an add-on for what I'm asking to purchase? And it truly uses so much more of your time to individually answer all of these individual questions with every single individual that asks these questions. So when I spend 1 to 2, 3 days creating this document, and then I sent a link with this document into my notepad that has a very generic little chunk of information saying, check out this document for pretty much everything you want to know, and send me your complete script / request when you are ready to get started. Something like that. That saves me so much time, truly. And I will say that I understand that a lot of customers come back and think that I am a bot that's responding to them. That is not true. That is never true. I am simply saving my own time by copying and pasting a document to respond to you, because all of the information that you are looking for is in this document. But yes, it does happen more than once, and more often than not that I get a response that is irritated and frustrated of, I want a real person talking to me, or something like that. And it's always so frustrating because I want to get to the point of, what is it exactly that you want me to film for you? You have all the information to place your order. Go ahead and place your order when you're ready. And that is as simple as it needs to be for the majority of the requests. Sometimes I truly do believe that some of these customers are truly just interested in having a very intimate, personal conversation with a model. But then it's hilarious because then when I send them a copy and pasted message of, you can chat with me personally via a paid messenger, they always get even more frustrated and irritated. And then it just comes down to, okay, this person is wanting my time for free. Therefore, this person equals time waster. And you'll know when you're dealing with a time waster if you know how to communicate with your customers. And that is why my previous video about communicating with customers is actually so important. You keep them on track to place an order, and if they're trying to veer off, they're already wasting your time, and you can try to get them back on track, but I'm telling you, chances are, if they're even sending you one red flag that is showing that they are not interested in sticking to placing an order, they are more than likely wasting your time. But yes, please check out my other videos about how to have a conversation and navigate a custom video order, and this is so important. I want to touch up on the other very important time-saving hack of organization. I can't even count how many times in the past, not like ever anymore because I make sure to keep things organized and clean, but I would be literally like ready to go, ready to film a custom, and it's like, I need this one item, I have no idea where it is. Not only does that irritate the hell out of me, because I'm like, I'm literally ready to go, I want to do this, I want to film this, and I can't find this one item that is crucial to this video, and if I do not have it, I will have to redo the entire video anyway. And that is the reason why I am so organized. When you're organized, you'll be able to find these items so much easier. You are spending time organizing and cleaning, but you actually make up for it in the long run by already knowing where these things are and just going and grabbing these things when you're ready to start filming. On that same note of organization, I like to spend time film prepping before I start going through my day. I think this also saves you time and helps you with your workflow. Also, for instance, when I am makeup ready, I'm camera ready, I do not want to be running around and prepping one thing after another. I like doing all of that before my makeup is even on. So in the morning, essentially kind of how my day would go, I would do my morning routine, which might include breakfast, walking the dogs, taking a shower, doing a workout, whatever it is, right? My morning routine, whatever that looks like for you. And then I will go ahead and start getting ready to work. And what that looks like is setting my cameras and my lights, creating my studio, because they're not always like put in the spot I need them to be put in. I store them, right? And so then I will go through all of the videos I'm filming for the day. Sometimes this might look a little time restricted. Maybe I'm running out of daylight hours and I need to film something outdoors or something of that nature. So I will take a look at what time I think I'll be ready to start filming and how much I have to do, and I will try to budget my time accordingly to make sure I can fit in the crucial things at the very minimum into my day. Next, once I have that listed out, I will start going ahead and making a list of all the items I need for all of the videos I plan on filming for that day. And then I will start going and grabbing all of those items, putting them in their designated piles, and have that pile of like a row of things that I can pull from for each individual shoot that I am doing. I also organize the videos that I'm filming in a very strategic way. So for instance, if I am going to be doing something where I'm getting my hair wet, and that's not very common, right? So I probably only have one of those, if I have one at all. That's probably going to be the last video that I'm filming for the day because my hair is gonna get wet. So that is a very good, solid example of what I mean by being strategic with your filming order. All of these things really do save you so much time. And I will say right off the bat that when you start working in some ideas and tips and time-saving hacks here and there, you actually might spend a little bit more time right off the bat because all of these things are new to you. Whenever you're doing something that is new and that you're not used to doing, it'll probably take you more time. But once you do that thing consistently, it becomes a norm and it becomes something that you're just so accustomed to, and you just do it on the fly, and it's easy and it's simple and you become more efficient. I wanted to make that point because if you're trying out, say, one time-saving hack and you start doing it and you're like, what am I supposed to be doing again? Okay, so it's like this, it's like that, and you're like, this is taking me forever. But the thing is like, that's the first time you're doing it. So if you're doing that, try it out for like an entire week at least, and then see if you think that that is helping you save time. And if it's not saving you time, don't worry about it. Just do something else that you think might save you some time. You don't have to do all of the things, but definitely try some of these out because for me, every single one of these I swear by. So I guess you could say one of the hidden time-saving hacks in this video actually is efficiency. The more you do something, the faster you'll become at doing it over and over again. Next on the list, number 3. Editable files, and this is a little bit more on the automation side of things. I love creating editable files, and what I mean by that is, for example, I was talking about my PDF document. I still have the editable file for this PDF doc, and I can go in at any time to adjust my rates if I'm creating a sale, or adjust my layout, or whatever, if I want to upgrade it or something like that, or if I want to add a co-star, or if I want to remove a co-star, or whatever it is. I have that editable file that literally takes me like seconds if I want to change a price. The only issue then is that everyone who had the link is now having the previous link. So maybe if you're doing a sale, you should make sure that your original price is still consistently uploaded on your Dropbox, and then the new one that has the sale is just going to be up for a temporary time and you're promoting it. But yes, having the editable files for pretty much everything you make is going to save you in the long run. Automation is doing something one time and then utilizing that one thing over and over and over again. So you do not have to do that one thing over and over and over again. The last thing that I will mention on the subject of editing photos and videos, I like to create preset edits that you can just insert and you are good to go. So that includes like my watermark, my intro and outro, my social medias. This kind of thing is something that I like to insert here and there in my videos, my photos, and if I already made them once, then I can put them into whatever it is that I am creating. Now, of course, make sure that everything you're creating when it comes to your intro, your outro, your watermark, your socials are based on your brand. Everything you are creating should be revolving around your brand in that sort of aesthetic way. But of course, that is just a bonus piece of information to help remind you to stay on brand when you are creating things like that. But yeah, that's what I have for you today for my time-saving hacks. I really hope that this video has been really helpful. I truly swear by every single thing that I listed here. Everything works for me so well, and I save so much time doing these things, and maybe not everything will work for you, but I truly hope that at least one thing is helpful that you've never tried before that you can do that will save you at least some time, because when you start building your business, you have all the time in the world, but once you start doing something consistently for years, you start finding it harder to keep up with the things you want to do. And then you keep on wanting to add in new tasks and more things that you want to do consistently. And that really does force you to look and search for where can you save time? What can you do that you'll be able to do this new thing consistently and you can keep doing everything else too? Now, of course, you can only save so much time, and eventually you might get to the point where you need to start hiring help. And that might be a reality for some of you out there. And that is an option, but for those of you who still aren't bringing enough income to afford to pay for another individual, you can look for many time-saving hacks, and that will help you immensely. But anyways, that's it for me for today. I hope you babes stay tuned for the next video coming soon, because it's going to be all about tips to boost sales. Cha-ching. Bye for now, till next time.